LSAC just announced that the digital LSAT is coming July 2019. The June LSAT is your last opportunity guaranteed to take the LSAT in a paper and pencil format. Starting with the July 2019 LSAT, half of test takers will be assigned the paper and pencil format. The other half will be assigned the new digital format. This ambiguity is somewhat problematic for test takers, of course. So if you're deciding, should you register for June? Should you register for July? My overall recommendation is to try and be done with the LSAT in June if possible. There are some advantages to taking in July, which I'll get into in a little bit, but the 30-second version of this video is take the June LSAT. Now, your last remaining opportunities for the paper and pencil format at the moment are November, January, March, and June. Starting with July again, half of students get digital, half get paper. LSAC picks for you, they assign it for you. The benefit of July potentially is that you get to see your score before deciding whether to cancel. That's for July. For June, it's going to be the standard cancellation policy. It's always been you have 6 calendar days from the exam to decide whether to cancel and contact LSAC to make that decision. For the July LSAT, they will tell you your score, and then you get to decide whether to cancel or not. That's whether you get the paper and pencil format in July or you get the digital LSAT format in July. Starting with the September 2019 LSAT, of course, it's 100% digital going forward. As a quick recap, here are the remaining dates for the 2019 to 2020 exams. The June LSAT at the top there is 100% paper and pencil. The July 2019, half paper, half pencil. Everything from September and on is digital going forward. Recommendation again, take the LSAT before July 2019. Again, recap, they assign you either the digital or the paper option. They say that, this is from their press release here, some will be assigned pencil and paper, some are assigned digital, which is a best practice under educational standards. Maybe it's best for LSAC, maybe it's best for statistical verifications of validity, but of course that's not best for you. I'm hoping they'll give test takers advance notice as to whether you're going to be assigned pencil and paper or digital. At the moment, we don't have enough information, so we'll find out soon, we hope. There are some benefits to the digital format if you like that sort of thing. And I've got here a screenshot of an actual LSAT digital format question provided by LSAC. I've blurred out the question content. There's a link below this video if you want to see the exam itself, but there are some cool things about this I want to show you. You have the chance to see here, there's the time remaining, which is pretty cool. You can flag certain questions, which is pretty cool. You can highlight here. You can mark off and bubble. You can bubble in here. You can flag here. This is number 1, not flagged. There's the flag up there. You can highlight, underline, etc. Pretty cool features. You can resize text. Again, I don't think this makes it worth it though. That adjustment's a little bit tricky to make when you've been practicing mostly in the pencil and paper format. That's logical reasoning. Here's a logic games question if you want to see that. And this one, you get to see here that they have flagged out a question for us just to see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. But again, if you haven't had the chance to practice most of your exams in this way, that might be a bit of a drawback for you. If you're used to drawing on your paper, you can't do that here. There's no option to draw on the tablet as at the moment that we've heard about, so potentially problematic. Just to recap, again, the benefit of July, you can see your score before canceling. So if that really appeals to you, then maybe you want to choose July. On the other hand, if you definitely want the pencil and paper format, then I would suggest sticking with June. Again, the LSAT goes fully digital starting September 2019. LSAC has announced they'll be releasing an online familiarization tool by the end of 2018. So keep a lookout at lsac.org for information on that. They used Samsung tablets in their trial runs of the digital LSAT. They'll probably be sticking with that going forward. That's just my guess. We'll see what happens there. Again, features of the digital LSAT, you can resize text, you can highlight information on the screen, you can cross off answer choices, you can see the time remaining with the countdown clock, and you can mark off questions to come back to later. So marking off questions, I think, is the biggest benefit here. Crossing off answers, of course, that's something we've always been able to do. The countdown clock, nice to have, might be actually distracting and a bit of a detriment. So I'm hoping LSAT implements some way to get rid of that countdown clock if maybe you don't want to have it. One benefit, of course, is that the 5-minute warning will probably be built into the digital tablet, so that could be cool as opposed to relying upon the proctors. So there are some benefits to the digital, but my inclination right now is biased in favor of the paper and pencil. So hopefully LSAT will iron out the kinks with the digital format. We'll see what happens, but this is all still very new, and you don't necessarily want to be a guinea pig. So I would suggest, if you can, if you're watching this before June, try to take it in June. If not, more prep materials will be coming out for the July LSAT. And of course, I'll be watching this closely and giving tips and strategies along the way. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, keep an eye out on lsac.org, and best of luck to you with your prep. Feel free to reach out if you need anything at all. I'm a real person and I'm here to help. By the way, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz and I run the LSAT blog. I've got a ton of resources on my website devoted to all aspects of LSAT prep, as well as more information on the digital LSAT. So go to the LSAT blog if you'd like to find out more, and thanks for watching. All the best.